Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new video. My name is Tyler. This is the That Snapchat Yellow C6 YouTube channel. If you're new here, at least consider subscribing to the channel. I'm always making new Corvette content. Today is actually going to be a little bit different, guys. Today I'm going to be doing a video in my 2009 C6 Corvette. And I know that typically, or at least here lately, I've been doing videos that are a little bit less exciting, I guess you could say, just kind of more talking than actually driving the car. But today we're going to get in the car, fire it up. If you're new to the channel and you don't know anything about my car, again, it's a 2009 C6 Corvette. It's got a stage 2 blower cam from TIC Performance and a few other performance goodies. It makes 511 wheel horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque. So it's pretty stout to be an actually aspirated car. It's not boosted yet. It does have forged internals. It is ready to be boosted. I'm just saving up to get a supercharger. So if you want to keep up with the build, also subscribe. But without further ado, guys, let's hop in the car, get it fired up, and get ready to take it down the road. As you can see here, the sun's going down on me here in North Carolina. So maybe at least we will get some cool flames out of the exhaust. I'm gonna have a GoPro stuck on the back and one in the car filming me. But other than that, guys, just stick around. We're gonna have some fun. All right, guys, also real quick, I want to start up the car, let it get warm. Not completely up to operating temperature, but at least get some heat in it before I start taking it and ripping it down the road. All right, guys, so be looking out. In this video, I'm gonna be doing some wide open throttle pulls. I'm gonna have some interior shots of me going through the gears, and again, hopefully we'll get some pretty cool flames coming out of the exhaust since it'll be somewhat dark. So you guys just stay tuned. Again, I'm gonna fire up the car here and let it idle. If you are the type of person who loves to hear a cam sit there and idle and chop for forever like I do, then feel free to stick around for the next minute or so. I'm gonna let the car warm up. I'm gonna put that in the video. Some people think that's kind of annoying, it's sitting there idling for so long, but if you don't care to watch it, just skip ahead about a minute or so into the video and we'll get going down the road. But extremely far from it either. So hooking up at this time of the year is not that great in a car at this horsepower level. In the winter time, again, it does not hook up very good, but in the summertime, or when it's really anywhere above 60-ish degrees, these tires hook up pretty great. I can hook in first gear at like 4,000, 4,500, 5,000 RPMs and just straight up nail it first, not even roll into it on the gas pedal at least. And it doesn't really spin. It might go and that's it. You know, what is it like to drive a 511 horsepower? Well, first of all, it's pretty freaking fun, especially when it has a cam in it and sounds like this one. I've always wanted a cam car since I was a little kid. I never really even thought it would happen, but everything just turned out the right way, and I ended up getting this car and throwing a cam in it. I've had a cam in it for about, actually, I think a little bit over 3 years now. So that's kind of crazy. I've had the car longer with the cam than I have without it by a long shot, actually. I've only had the car for about 4 years. It will be 4 years in February. Might try to pick her sideways here if nobody's here. That was fourth. Oh, that was not good. That's how to burn your clutch. My careless and reckless finally fell off my record not long ago, so I'm trying not to go too crazy here. Alright, second gear. We're going to take off from 45 at 4,000 RPMs and God, that is fun. Honestly, it's been a pretty good while since I've driven my car pretty hard like that. That was a freaking blast. Grabbing gears in this thing is always so much fun. Alright guys, I'm about to pull in. My gas light's about to come on. I'm going to go ahead and stop and get some gas. And then I'll pick up there. Yep, there it is. There's my gas light. I'll pick up and record on the way back to the house. I switched the camera to the inside. Being the gas station tyrant right now, that's okay. I switched the rear camera to the inside. Hopefully you can pick up on the speedometer a little bit. That's what I was hoping for. I can cut off the traction. I think that thing's still recording. Yeah. Get up the road a little bit here. Guys, as far as driving a 511 horsepower, at least Corvette, these cars have transaxles, so the weight of the transmission is actually basically right over the rear tires. So typically Corvettes do tend to hook up pretty good just because the weight distribution is pretty good, as far as a lot of it being over the rear tires, so it helps you hook up having the extra weight back there. But also, guys, I mean, honestly, a Cam C6 Corvette, granted, mine has no mufflers on it, no cats. It's straight exhaust. It's a eBay headers and eBay X pipe. That's it. It just goes straight out of the back, guys. So it doesn't get too much louder than this unless I go just straight open header, but with no pipes going out the back with some turn downs. But I'm pretty happy with it, guys. This thing drives pretty nice. It is a Corvette. It has its rattles and whatnot. And granted, that probably wouldn't be as bad if my exhaust wasn't so loud and vibrated so much. Also, I need new motor mounts. So there's that. Overall, guys, the C6 Corvette, awesome car. Really, in my opinion, it is the best bang for your buck Corvette, period. I don't care if you get a C7 ZR1. I don't care if you get a C8. I personally think the C6 and the capability to mod it aftermarket for super cheap is the best bang for your buck. Guys, this is still one of the lightest Corvettes. I think the C5 might be a touch lighter, but they're basically the same. The C7 got heavier, although not a lot heavier. You can definitely tell the difference when you're driving the two. This one is more of a raw car. And that's what I tell people when they ask me the differences between the C7 and the C6. Both a pretty good amount of seat time. Obviously, more seat time in the C6 considering I have one, but my friend David, and I also did a review on his C7. I'll put the link to that in this video right here. But both cars, awesome cars, really good, really fun. Again, it's just the C6 has that raw feel to it, and to me, that's why the C6 Corvette is my favorite generation of all, as far as just overall best package. But the car's not uncontrollable, guys. I mean, yes, it makes 511 wheel horsepower, and I know if you're watching this and you make 700, 800, whatever, 1,000 plus, you're like, oh, what a joke. But I think it's easy to forget that a 500 plus wheel horsepower car, or even 400 plus wheel horsepower, it's still a fast car if you have a light car to pair it with. All right, I'm gonna try to. We'll get a little romp down. We get another second gear here. Another cool thing about this car, guys, and this isn't really a review, but it's just something that I think is really cool. This car on the highway will get close to 30 miles to the gallon if you're easy on it and you hypermile it the best you can. I think that's pretty interesting. Again, guys, I just wanted to get the car out and have a little bit of fun with it and show you guys, you know, a little bit more of what it's like to drive a C6 Corvette that is cammed and has, you know, a decent amount of power over stock. Car really is not unbearable, and especially if you had a quieter exhaust or even like QTP electric cutouts. Guys, we're gonna attempt to get a first gear pull. This one's a little bit downhill. It's definitely gonna spin coming out of first because it spins in second at this time of the year. All right, no car's coming. All right, guys, we're going about 4,000 RPMs, and we are going to rip it. Woo! Alright guys, thank you if you've made it to the end of the video. Again, if you're new here, stop what you're doing, hit that subscribe button. Again, as I'm always making new Corvette content. So again, this video, guys, was really just me trying to get maybe a little bit of what it would be like to drive a C6 Corvette with 500 plus rear wheel horsepower. Again, I know that it's not 700, 1,000, whatever wheel horsepower, but you still have a ton of fun, and it's also not enough power to where most people can't drive it without getting in too much trouble. But again, thank you for making it to the end of the video, guys. I hope each and every one of you has an awesome day. And until next video, guys, take it easy. Peace out.